Hey guys. So this week I'm doing narrative readings. So I'm using my special Mirror Visions deck. I love this deck. Oh my gosh, it is definitely a reader's dream. Yeah, now I've distracted myself with shiny things. So basically with a narrative reading, I pulled a card and that's going to be my start. Then I'm going to flip the deck over and I'm going to read off the bottom as a story, a narrative. So let's see what's going on. I asked for it to tell me a story. So here's the story. We start with the moon. The moon card could represent dreams. You might be having trouble sleeping at night. You might be having some pretty intense dreams. It could be spiritual related or psychic related. The moon can represent intuition. It can represent fears and things like that as well. I feel like this is more psychic related. So if you're tuning in, I feel like your psychic abilities are getting stronger. When I flip this forward to the oracle, it's called the bridge. And there's like a faint outline of a person on the other side. So the dreams are the bridge to the afterlife. So I just want to say, like, that's how sometimes we are connected to spirit. Sometimes you may have a dead, or I don't want to say it disrespectfully, but a deceased relative, one of your loved ones that has passed on. Sometimes they'll come visit you. We call it a visitation when they visit you in the dream. You may have had that recently. You might be freaking out because your dreams are getting very intense. You may be astral traveling when you sleep. You may be dreaming about things that haven't happened yet. I used to do this all the time as a teenager. Let me just tell you. It will change a little bit as you get older, but I don't want you to don't be afraid. That's where we're starting. You're having sort of, I don't know, there's so many labels out there, but I believe you're having like an awakening. How do I put this? Spiritually, you're evolving, and whether you want to or not, a lot of people are starting to awaken. I'm not talking the woke. I hate that people made the woke word so bad. There's nothing wrong with it. But waking up and realizing that there's more to life than just being a regular human. There really is something else out there. And until you experience it for yourself, I understand if people don't believe. I mean, it makes sense for someone who may shy away and be afraid of it. A lot of people fear what they don't know. They fear the unknown. I had a lot of fear myself, not knowing what was out there. But, in the last 2 years, I've kind of undergone like this awakening. And I've had my moments where I've shed a lot of limiting beliefs, and I've realized, I've had so many experiences now that it's like, wow, there is something else out there. I'm not going to just say that what's here is here. We haven't even begun to know, what's in the deepest parts of our oceans, in the farthest reaches of our galaxy, the universe itself. There's billions of galaxies. There could be other solar systems. Blah. I'm getting ahead of myself. But there could be life out there. Why not, right? I see stuff in the sky all the time. When you think about how insignificant we really are, we're microscopic. We're smaller than ants when it comes to how big this universe is. So I just have to say, I'm getting on my rant, but there's so much out there that we don't understand. And I talk about the physical stuff, but what about our bodies? They're amazing things. I mean, our bodies are weak in some ways, but in other ways, they're very strong and they're just resilient and they're amazing what they can do. But our brain, we haven't even scratched the surface of what our brain can do. What do we use? 10 to 20% now? I mean, there's so much more we haven't unlocked. And I do think that there is more of a paranormal aspect, the things that we could do with our senses, the sensory, the psychic. There's something there with it. And I just think that we haven't reached as far as we can yet. We don't know. There hasn't been enough studies done. We haven't unlocked the secrets yet. Maybe someday. And as I've spent all this time on it, sorry, let's move forward. So keep that in mind. It is okay. Whatever's happening to you, it's okay. Do not be afraid and try to, adapt to it. And I thought it was cool because I had such vivid dreams and I literally astral traveled and I met other spirits in my dreams. I met ghosts all the time in there. And I didn't really feel it. Even the dreams that seemed scary were not that scary. I think I've had at least one major nightmare, but in my entire life thus far. And there's a few dreams that were kind of uncomfortable, but other than that, they weren't too bad. You know, I mean, I faced off the devil in my dream. And I knew he was a liar just because he looked good, but I knew that he was, like, that was Lucifer, Satan, devil. I don't know what he was. He looked like a dapper dressed man, but he was not who he said he was. His eyes betrayed him. I've also had Jesus call me in a dream and talk to me in Aramaic. It was really weird, but I still don't know what to this day what he said to me, but there was a lot of love in his voice. Oh my gosh, I should save these stories for the live. But anyways, we have like, so the bridge to the afterlife, like, be open to these changes. The next thing you get is the tower. This isn't a scary thing. I think of the lightning and everything. Your life isn't falling apart. It's just that you're basically remodeling. That's what the tower card is. Things are kind of being rebuilt around you. I think of it like when Spider-Man is like dork and he gets bit by a spider, and all of a sudden he has perfect vision and he has quite the physicality and he's got quick reflexes. Like, you're going to be like that, except you're not going to be like a superhero, but your psychic senses are awakening. You've got Queen of Swords, so you may be really great with the dream. It's also the Dreamer, if you've seen, where's the other one? The Dreamer? Oh yeah, so you're dreaming about a lot of stuff, but you may be capable of telepathic as well. You may be able to read people. Oh, you got the bonus song. You may be clairaudient, because this one speaks to sounds. Garden chimes or water song. Ooh, and the Nine of Swords speaks to your anxiety about it. You're like, what's happening to me? Well, you're just awakening your clairs. That's all it is. And they're all one. Everybody uses their clairs, but some of us, I use, like, my clairaudience is probably more used than other ones, but I do end up smelling things sometimes. I definitely feel clairsentience. I feel a lot, and I do get clairvoyancy, and definitely my claircognizance has shot through the roof since, 2 years now. So 2 years of growth. We have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. This is not a heartbreak card here, guys. This is three swords. This is your mind and body connecting with your psychic sense. Each sword represents that. That's what's happening. And now they're all connecting at a heart place. So your heart is very much connected to your intuition. I truly believe that. Ten of Pentacles says everything's going to be all right. You're going to come out on top. This is going to be great for you. You're going to be able to help yourself and others with these gifts. And some people don't call them gifts. Some people call them loans or different things. And then we have the Page of Cups. You're going to start receiving messages pretty easily. Three of Pentacles says, go out and find your people. Facebook groups, meetup groups, wherever you can. There are lots of spiritual groups where you can talk about your journey and what's happening right now, and you will find your people. Trust me. So let that be a way. And then the Ace of Pentacles right here. Look at that. You're ready to step through the door and handle this. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Knight of Pentacles, though, it's happening, there it is, Knight of Pentacles. It's happening slowly. It's not going to happen overall, and if you do, have angels, guides, or God, you can pray, you can ask, like, hey, slow it down, this is overwhelming, I don't know what to do, or ask them to channel it another way. You can ask for help, always. Just go to the right sources, okay? And then we have Four of Swords. Yeah, you'll get some peace and rest, I promise. It'll work itself out, and you will find that everything will balance out the way it's supposed to. Meditation will really help you hone those skills, though, I promise. And then Six of Wands, you'll be sure to recognize what's happening. Once you start recognizing it, you could adapt really easily and be like, oh, okay, I'm growing again, and then you'll just be okay with it. And then the King of Cups, a lot of emotional stuff coming through with this, but you're doing a lot of growing and healing and learning. There's so much. But you're going to be okay. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. A Seven of Cups, lots of choices coming up. Lots of different things that you need to go out and learn. So take that and take it as you will. Go learn what you need to learn. And you have the Crow as your feathered omen. Help with the unexpected. Crows are associated with that. They're very smart birds. So help with the unexpected. So right now, ask for help if you need it. And you will get signs and synchronicities to help you along the way. So keep an eye out for that, but don't look for it, if you know what I mean. All right, until next time, guys, good luck.